We are at the end of the first week, so we've been carrying the SIG 365 XL for 7 days now with the ADE Apollo red dot, and this gun is actually empty right now. Chamber's clear for the video, but the red dot is still on. The battery's holding up great. It's super bright out here today. The sun's right behind the berm there, and I am not having any issues seeing the dot. So let's run some rounds through it here, and we'll come back in another week and we'll see how it's doing after 2 weeks. All right, we got 10 rounds of the 124 grain Berry's bullets, reloads loaded up. Let's shoot a 10-shot group at the bottom right target. Really nice group, holding up great, dot's nice and bright. All right, we got one target left on that board down there. We've been out here shooting some other videos today. Been carrying this all day doing those videos, so let's shoot a 10-shot group at the bottom left. We got a little mixture of Berry's and Summit City this time. All right, ran them all. Another nice group. I like it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, this is week 2. Been carrying this 365 XL. This gun is empty for the video here. Take the mag out. Nothing in the chamber. So we're 2 weeks in carrying the ADE Apollo now, and the dot still is the same brightness it was before, and not having any issues with it yet. So let's shoot a couple mags through it, and we'll come back here in 3 weeks, and we'll see how it's still holding up. All right, we got 12 rounds, Winchester white box loaded up. Let's shoot that bottom left target. Fair on the very last round, but the dot is still perfectly zeroed, still plenty bright, and not too bad of a group. We'll come back in 3 weeks and we'll check it again. All right, this is the end of week 3 of our 30-day Apollo red dot from ADE. And let me tell you what I've seen so far. The dot is still just as bright as it was at the end of week 2. The glass and everything is holding up great. No scratches, nothing's broke. And the brightness, the sensor is working on the auto brightness and auto dimming. So far, I'm really pleased with this dot. All right, I got 10 rounds of Brass Monkey bullets loaded up. Let's shoot the bottom left target.
Had a malfunction. The 365 does not like those brass monkey bullets. All right, we had a really good group, but this is starting to bother me with this gun because we had a failure on the very last round at the end of the second week video, and that was with a different ammo. So we can't hardly blame the ammo here. I'm gonna have to start blaming the gun. I have seen that people who bought the very first ones, which this is what mine is, I pre-ordered this, and it's got a lot of rounds on it now, that they are actually changing out the striker, the firing pin, whatever you want to say, and the spring. So that might be something I got to look into, because I completely cleaned and lubed this gun before I brought it out today. All right, today is the day that we wrap up the 30-day review of the ADE Apollo Red Dot. I've been carrying this now for 30 days. We already did a review on this. We already did an unboxing video on the Apollo. I'll put the links in the description below to both of those videos. And everyone was asking me to do a 30-day follow-up, and here we are. So for the last 30 days, I've been carrying this to work, carrying it on the weekends, and the dot is just as good as it was when I took it out of the box. We're still on the same battery. The red dot is still as bright as it was in the beginning. There's no scratches on the glass. There's no breaks, cracks. Everything's holding up really well on it. The automatic brightness sensor on it is working perfect. Taking it in and out of my range bag, taking it out of my holster, taking it out of my safe in the morning and putting it in the holster to take to work. Everything's adjusting just fine. Sun's shining right here to my left, and it's really bright out here today, and this dot is just as bright as I need it to be, and it's working just fine. Let's shoot a few groups with it, and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, my final thoughts on the ADE Apollo Red Dot on my 365 XL. To be completely honest with you, I really like this dot. I've been carrying the Sentinel from Swamp Fox on this gun for a couple years now. Needless to say, the Apollo is actually going to stay on this gun. Now, the reason why, there is nothing wrong with the Sentinel. It is a great red dot, and we're actually going to take this off for a week, put it back on, because I'm going to come out here and do a review on it, because a lot of people may not want to buy an ADE optic for carry. They might want to go with, say, the Sentinel. So I want to do a review on it because, honestly, it's a great dot. But why do I want to keep the Apollo on here versus the Sentinel? To be honest with you, it's the window, and I love having this bigger rear backup sight in case the dot does fail, because it co-witnesses perfect with the front sight on the SIG. The only con that I've come up with this dot is cleaning the damn thing. Trying to get my big finger up in here to clean the back of the lens, because this is a micro dot for a carry gun. It's really hard. So what I've been doing is Actually, like taking a Q-tip, putting some lens cleaner on there, getting in there, cleaning it. If you've never carried every day with a gun with a red dot on it, when it's down in your holster like this, a lot of dust and debris does collect in the glass. And when you get home at night, you look through it before you put it back in the safe, or if it's going on the nightstand, and sometimes you got to get in there and wipe it out. So that's my only complaint with it. It is really hard to clean, but so is the Holosun 507K and the 407Ks. They're real small like this too, and they're hard to get in there and clean. The Sentinel wasn't too bad. I'm really, really happy with this. It's survived the 30 days so far. We might come back and do a 6-month review on this, or a 1-year review. I'm going to keep carrying it. Like I said, I really like it. Love how it looks on here. It's holding 0. It's plenty bright. I just like the way it looks. So, do I recommend the ADE Apollo? Yes, I do recommend it. If you're on a budget and you need a dot for this style gun, I don't think you can go wrong with it. Keep in mind, like I said at the very beginning of this series when I did the unboxing and the review, this dot did not fit the slide on the 365 XL. Now, will it fit the macro, the 380 version of this gun? I don't know. I don't have any of those guns, so I can't tell you. I did have to remove a little bit of material from the dot down here at the bottom to get it to fit tight on the slide. So just keep that in mind. Now, is it going to be fixed in the production model because this is still a prototype that I have? Maybe. I'm not sure yet. ADE has not actually sent me out the production model of this dot. But in my case, I don't care. I did the work I had to do to get it to fit the slide, and here we are 30 days later, everything's still working fine. So I'm just going to leave this on here. I'm not worried about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.